Going to read The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot, written by Margaret McNamara and Mark Fearing. The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot. Once there was a mama alien who had 3 little aliens. They were called Bork, Gork, and Nexelzus. Bork, Gork, and Nexelzus grew up in an old-fashioned house in a snug, cozy crater on a tiny little planet. As the eons passed, their house got too crowded. It's time for you to go out into the universe and find a planet of your own, their mom told them, giving each a hug. But remember, watch out for the big bad robot. It wants to chew you up. So Bork, Gork, and Ziguzut took off. Bye, Mama, they cried. Bye, kids, she shouted back. Always stick together, she added. Then she sniffed a little bit and call me every once in a while. The 3 little aliens traveled far and fast. There's a cute planet, said Bork. Too hot, said Ninuit. How about that one? Asked Gork. Too crowded, replied Ninuit. They darted around a meteor. Are we there? Are we? What does it say? Are we there yet? Asked Bork. Just past the next bend, a big planet swirling with dust loomed into view. Bork spotted a shiny space rover zipping around its mountains and plains. Awesome, she said. I'm going to live in that. Ma said to stick together, called Nunut, but Bork had already zipped too far away to hear. He zipped too far away to hear. Nunut and Gork traveled on. Nunut didn't like the looks of the next planet either. Nowhere to breathe, he gasped. Picky, picky, Gork said. Then just ahead, he spied a giant planet with a huge golden ring around it. He jumped on a passing satellite and caught a ride on a ring. Wheel, he squealed. This is what I call home. We can't live on a ring that goes around in circles, yelled Nignuit. We'll get dizzy. But Gork wasn't paying any attention. Now Nunut was all alone. He traveled deeper and deeper into space until he spotted a massive blue planet far out in the galaxy. It had 13 moons and refreshing breezes. This far away place is where I'll build my home, he said. It will be safe from the big bad robot. There it is. Nunut found everything he needed to make sturdy walls. He gathered stardust to keep his home bright and found solar panels to keep it warm. Then he grabbed a tall, shiny telescope. This'll do for a chimney, he said, though no one heard him. Rock by rock and row by row, Nunut built the perfect house. When he was finished, he sat down and looked and locked the door. This house was not very zippy or cool, but it was very safe, and there was room enough for all 3 little aliens. I hope they come to visit soon, said Nunut. Uh-oh. Then one gigantic, wait, then one galactic dawn, there was a rumbling in the universe. Greep, bonk, meep, peedly, peep, dirk, eep. It was the big bad robot. Bork was so busy on her swirling red planet that she couldn't hear the robot's call. She didn't feel its giant footstep as it leapt from star to star, and she didn't see the robot until it was right in front of her rover. Oh dear. Little alien, it bleeped the robot. Pull over, pull over. Not by the wheels of my trusty space rover, cried Bork bravely. Then I'll crack and smack and whack your house down, peeped the robot. And just like that, the robot cracked and smacked and whacked Bork's shiny rover into 100 pieces. Creak, boink, meek, peedly, deep, ork, irk, erp. As fast as the speed of sound, Bork jetted away, the robot close behind her. Just as the robot was about to eat her up, she spotted Gork's satellite home. Gork, Gork, help me, she cried. But Gork was having so much fun surfing on the rings of his giant planet that he didn't hear Bork's cries. He didn't see the robot chomping on comets and ripping open black holes until the big bad robot caught Gork's satellite in his huge metallic claws. Little alien, it boinked, come out of hiding. Not by the orbit of this ring I'm riding, cried Gork stoutly. Then I will shatter and clatter and scatter your house down. Groinked the robot. And before Gork could fly beneath the radar, that robot clattered and scattered and shattered Gork's satellite into 1,000 pieces. Greek, boink, ork, beep, peely, peep, peep, peep. Gork hardly escaped. Over here, called Bork. Stick together. At the speed of light, Bork and Ork blasted out into space with the big bad robot getting closer all the time. Where can we hide? Asked Gork. Let's find Newt, cried Bork. He'll know what to do. Newt had heard that the robot's roar. He had seen what was going on with his brother and sister through his telescope, and he was ready. He flashed his solar panels halfway across the universe. There he is, cried Bork and Gork, and they zoomed to Newt's house as fast as a hurling asteroid. Get inside, cried Newt, no time to waste. No sooner had Bork and Gork slammed Ninurt's solid space rock door than they heard the robot's rumbling. Little alien, he squeaked. Let me come in. Not by the slime on my chinny chin, cried Ninurt. Then I will smack and crack and whack your house down, beeped the robot. The big bad robot bashed and crashed Nugget's strong, solid house, and nothing happened. Then he pounced and smashed really hard, not a crack. Then it looked up its triple blaster and zapped that house, but good. That house could not fall apart. So the robot forced its way into the little alien's house right down the chimney. The aliens covered their ears and waited for the robot to chomp them up. But halfway down the telescope, that robot got stuck tight. It strained and it struggled. It moaned and it groaned. Its house shook and shuddered. But did it fall down? It did not. The robot gave one more mighty cry and burst into 1,000,000 pieces. Cool, said Bork. Awesome, said Gork. Just as I planned, said Nini. There's just one thing missing, said Bork. Phone home, said Gork. So Nini did. Ma, he said, we have the coziest house in the galaxy. Won't you come over and tuck us in? And she did. The end. And that was the 3 little aliens and the big bad robot.